What makes the Batman mantle so unmatched? From the Dark Knight's origins to his impact on the DC universe and beyond, I'm going to be really talking about why the Batman legacy stands out so uniquely. Yo, what's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Let's Talk Comics, where we dive deep into the world of comics and beyond. Today, we're going to be exploring and talking about a topic that is close to every Batman's fan's heart. What makes the legacy of Batman's mantle so completely unparalleled in any other terms? Batman is a character that has basically been the forefront in the superhero genre for so long, getting so many adaptations, whether it's shows, movies, and always being that one character that is always recycled through new people in so many different ways. And his entire story and his entire legacy that he's going to be leaving behind is absolutely incredible. To truly understand the unmatched legacy of the Batman mantle, we first need to start off with its origins. Batman made his debut in 1939 in Detective Comics number 27, created by Bob Kane and Bill Finger. His creation was a response to the growing popularity of superhero characters, but Batman stood out with his unique blend of darkness and heroism. Bruce Wayne's transformation into Batman was fueled by tragic murder of his parents in Gotham City's crime alley, and this traumatic event shaped the events of his mission and his character, leading him to create the persona that embodies justice and vengeance and vigilance in so many different things. The trauma combined with his rigorous training and vast resources forms the foundation of what makes Batman's legacy so profound. From his first encounter with the Gotham underworld to his development of iconic gadgets, technology, and so many other things, Batman's early days set the stage for his enduring legacy. Batman's legacy is not static. It has evolved significantly throughout the different eras and adaptations. Each new interpretation brings something new to the entirety of the character. From the campy charm of the 1960s Batman portrayed by Adam West to the dark, grittier version in dark and grittier tones of Frank Miller's The Dark Knight Returns, and the complex layered emotions by Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy, each layer and each new interpretation adds new depth to the Batman's entire overarching story and legacy. Different writers have entirely new and explored new variations and entire facets of the Batman character, from his psychological struggles and to his relationships with other characters. This continuous evolution keeps the character fresh and absolutely relevant for as much time will be able to actively allow him to. Batman's impact on the DC universe extends far beyond his solo adventures. His influence on other characters and major events is absolutely profound. His interactions with other heroes, such as his complex dynamic with Superman and his leadership role within the Justice League, showcases his importance to the entirety of the DC universe. Batman's strategic mind, his moral code, and his resources often make him a key player in major crossover events. Batman's role as a mentor to younger heroes also adds another layer to his legacies. Characters like Robins, the Nightwings, Batgirls, and all of the other characters that he has shaped has absolutely also shaped him with their time with him, further adding his impact by that. Speaking of any of those Robins, they are the biggest reason why the legacy of the Batman mantle will be so unmatched. Specifically due to the fact of he has so many different Robins and other characters inside of the entirety of the Bat family that would be so easily able to take his Batman mantle and run with it and make it better in so many different ways. We have characters like Dick Grayson, Jason Todd, Tim Drake, Damian Wayne, and all of these other characters that have relations to Batman that would be able to still make sure to give that same emotion, give that same feeling that he gives even after he is long gone. We have had entire storylines where Batman is presumed dead, and one of the Robins or all of the Robins are trying to figure out who is going to take his place. And usually Dick Grayson is the one that wins, but even if we just use him as the prime example, Dick Grayson is probably one of the best candidates to become Batman after Bruce is gone. His entire character, his entire reasoning, his entire life has basically been trained with Batman. He is one of the best fighters alongside Batman, and even Batman knows this. He is the most well-respected character out of almost any of the Robins, and he is the most well-rounded character in almost any fashion. Everybody understands that he is the logical choice to become the next Robin. Like, he's the logical choice to become the next Batman. He is the most honest to God, fair choice, because even when Batman was presumed dead and the entirety of all of the Robins were fighting for who should take the place as the next Batman, Dick Grayson won that and ended up having Damian Wayne as his Robin. This was an entire situation that I honestly loved because this showed that someone will always be there to take the mantle. And yes, we have characters like Terry McGinnis's Batman Beyond, which I absolutely love. But there are so many other characters that would be perfectly able to deal with that, even if we just don't involve him, which even if we do, his entire show, his entire character is absolutely done so perfectly. And there is always going to be this character that's perfectly able to take on the legacy and run with it and make his own in any given way whatsoever. But those Robins that he has, the entirety of the Bat family that he's been able to nurture and mentor, are the true lineage to his legacy. The true reason why his mantle is so unmatched, because there are so many people willing and able to take the role of Batman from him. So many people that are easily contenders to be as a possible good next Batman as he already is, and so many people that the Justice League respects and have the relationship in the comics that are able to do this. Now, really, when we talk about the legacy of Batman, we have to stay central to Batman's legacy in terms of his unwavering moral code. Despite his facing immense challenges and temptations, Batman's commitment to his principles is the defining feature. Batman's refusal to kill, his contemplation of justice, his belief of redemption is the core of his entire character, and his abilities to uphold these principles despite his personal sacrifice and the lore of vengeance that speaks so highly in his mind speaks to the strength of his legacy, speaks to the fact of him being probably a hero that's going to be recognized and known for generations to come. Him and the entirety of the Justice League are going to be known by that entire world for so long. These ethical dilemmas that not only define Batman, but also resonate with his fans, highlight the real struggle between everything that he has to deal with, which makes him so much more relatable as a character. Yes, he's a billionaire, but we understand the problems and the active mental state that he is at because so many people have experienced some extremely traumatic events also, and having a character like Batman, or honestly a lot of other characters in comics also, like Spider-Man, Dick Grayson, or any of the other Robins specifically, you kind of have something that you can resonate with that actively makes it seem like it makes a lot of sense in terms of all of these royal, full-on things that are going on. Now, Batman is just one of those main characters that you have so many different things that you could talk about. His entire lineage, his entire thing about the fact of him being just so well known, and we having the fact of so many different people have played Batman, from Clooney to Bale to all of these other people that have basically made him so infamous, with the fact of him never going to be able to die and him never going to be able to just kind of fade into obscurity. He is so well known in both comics and the real world that he is going to be in our minds for absolute ever. He is just one of those characters that you kind of can't really get rid of in any singular way possible. He's just going to be there in our minds for all of time. And returning back to the statement that I was making with the Robins, all of these Robins, all of these characters in the Bat family, all of these dozens of people that are at Batman's side at any given point in time are the true reasons why no one's ever going to be able to take anything from him. I talked about Terry McGinnis. I talked about Dick Grayson. When we also have characters like Tim Drake and Jason Todd that are always going to be there to help fill in any gaps that anybody else needs. Batman has created an entire team of people that can absolutely take care of things when he is gone. Each of them taking on a personal aspect of him, which when they all work together, they create somebody and an entire group of people that would put Batman on such a low pedestal because they would just raise above him so much. Dick Grayson holds some parts, and all the other Robins hold a specific part of Batman inside of them that they all just kind of work so well together due to that singular fact that Batman has created them and molded them so perfectly that he uses them as his own countermeasure. If they are gone, and if he knows that he is about to go down the completely wrong path, they are the people that he knows are going to be able to deal with him, take him out. And it doesn't matter if they have to work together, because sometimes I honestly think that Nightwing probably can take Batman out on his own. But he has made sure that everybody is taken care of. He has made sure that he has created the scene and left the scene so precisely and perfectly that his legacy, his entire family is secure in terms of what they're going to be needing to do to live on and be able to experience the world without him. And that's all that a father could ever want. So please, I'm going to end the video off around here and just kind of give you my entire conclusions on this. Batman as a character, he is so well tapped in terms of his entire character and everything that he has done so well that his cultural impact, his entire full-on impact on everything from merchandising to video games to fan conventions to cosplays and almost anything else is absolutely phenomenal. His influence extends beyond comic and film. It symbolizes and has become an absolute global icon, inspiring countless of fans and creators. His character and his ability to evolve and remain true to his own core principles is the main true reasons why his legacy remains so strong. The people that created him know exactly what they need to do to make sure that his character is always evolving and still resonating with new fans, making sure that he is never going to be a character that nobody likes anymore because he's gotten so old and so unrecognizable from who he truly is. They know exactly what they're doing. Hence why, in all honesty, his legacy is just perfectly done. So, what do you think of his legacy? What do you think about the Batman mantle being so unique and enduring? Is it just the power of his rich origin story, his powerful symbolism, his impact on the DC universe and beyond? Share your comments down below. If you guys did enjoy me exploring Batman's unmatched legacy, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more deep dives into comic book history, comic book characters, and anything else, and ring that bell so you guys never miss an update. If you guys did enjoy this, hope you come back. But with all that said and done, peace.